Hi, girls. Today we are going to talk about how to be a confident woman. Girls, stick until the end. I'm going to give you tips on what will help you with this. Are you someone that, maybe is jealous in a relationship? You lose yourself as soon as you enter a relationship, you give up on yourself, or are you someone that says, "Oh, I'm going to start going to the gym, at least 3 times a week," and then you end up not doing that? You start reading a book and you leave it unfinished. You know, um, if that is you, this video is for you, girls. If you're struggling to keep your word to yourself, this video is for you. So you have to reinvent the image that you have about yourself so that you can get to the next level, girls. So, yeah, I took some notes for you, and I hope that this video will help you. If you have a notebook handy and a pen, girls, please always take notes. That will help you remember what you're learning. Building trust in yourself is like building a muscle. It's not going to happen overnight. When we start going to the gym at first, we're not going to see results right away, right? It might take 3 weeks and you're going to start seeing results, and that will motivate you. So, yeah, building trust in ourselves is like, you have to exercise it. And how are you going to trust yourself when you don't even keep your own word to yourself? Like, maybe you said, "Hey, I'm going to start eating healthier," and you last a day or two with eating healthier and you're back to your old habits. How are you going to trust yourself if you keep doing that? Or maybe you keep repeating cycles in these relationships, where, oh my goodness, you break up with that person that you already know is not good for you. And by Friday, maybe you're bored and you're like, what should I do? And then you end up calling him. Girls, no, please don't do that. Instead, don't go back anymore to what hurt you. Instead, focus on you. Finish reading that book. Maybe you bought a course off of someone that you never even truly, finished. And instead of calling your ex or whatever, eating that unhealthy food, finish what you left unfinished if that's important to you, girls. And yeah, because if you keep going backwards and you're not going to trust yourself, you're not going to trust your decisions. So, yeah, those are some of the things, I kept on repeating cycles in my life with relationships until I got so tired of hurting. And, I just said one day, you know what? I can't do it anymore. I'm not going back anymore. Okay, you need to trust your intuition, girls. This is, you have to trust your gut feeling. You already know that that person isn't good for you, or that unhealthy food is not good for you, but you keep going back to it. Girls, that is so harmful. That lowers your self-esteem. And yeah, you have to learn how to trust yourself. When you already said no once, don't go backwards on your word, even if it hurts. Keep going. So, yeah, that's what I had to do, honestly, to become more confident and to learn to trust myself and to learn that my gut feeling was telling me that's not a place where I needed to be. And it was right each time. For example, I ended up taking out a huge loan for my ex, and I had never had debt in my life, okay? And my intuition was telling me not to do it. I didn't listen, okay? That has seriously affected me so much, And so the day you start saying no and trust your intuition, that gut feeling, that that's not where you need to be, you are going to become a strong woman. You are going to build your self esteem, girls. I'm proof of that, okay? I had to go through so much so that I can teach you girls. I guess I'm not here talking about this because I did things right. I'm here because I already did the things wrong. And if I can save you from making mistakes in your life, girls, that would be amazing. But sometimes, we have to learn. We are not going to listen, right? Like, even like when my mom would tell me things when I was little and I ignored her and didn't listen, right? So we have a choice, we have free will. But girls, I truly hope that this video motivates you so that you can trust your intuition, girls. When you are about to enter that relationship and you have that gut feeling that it's not going to be good, trust it, girls. It's so much easier to leave in the beginning than for when if you stay in that situation too long, you are truly, truly going to pay for it, and it's going to be so hard to get out of it. So yeah, and also if you know something is good for you, like maybe you want to start a business, or let's say somebody invites you to go and learn a new activity and you know it's going to be good for you, but you're afraid, girls, go for it. You know, trust your feelings. Yeah, if you feel like, oh my goodness, this is going to be good, but you're afraid, face your fears. Yeah, like, that's how you're going to grow. And yeah, so the biggest thing is trust your intuition, girls. Each time you don't listen, things don't go well, okay? Well, at least for me. Each time I didn't listen to my gut feeling, I ended up really hurting myself, okay? And the day I decided not to be a victim anymore and stop blaming, complaining, and blaming the person that I was with for everything, you know what? I picked him. What was I doing? I didn't trust my gut feeling. Then later, that person hurts me so much, and then I go crying about it. But I was the one who picked that person. I just, I don't want to be a victim anymore. I'm where I'm at because of my decisions. So what am I going to do from here on? Am I going to make better decisions? You know, God gave us free will. So it's in our hands, what we want to do with our life. And you can become the woman that you want to be. It's one day at a time. Make one good little decision a day. If you struggle with eating unhealthy, cut back. Okay? Like, I know it can be hard, but if you struggle with, you keep going back to that relationship that was harming you, girls, it's just a decision. One day you are tired of hurting and you just can't live like that anymore. Okay? And you say, no, I'm not going to go back. Friday comes and you're like, I'm bored. Should I call him? You don't do that anymore, okay? You know that it's going to be hard in the beginning until it gets easy and you push through. That's what I did, okay? If you're in a codependent relationship right now, oh my goodness, that's so hard. I know, girls. It's so hard to get out of an abusive relationship. The first months are going to be hard, but if you just stick with your decision, girls, months are going to go by and you are going to know and you're going to be thankful that you made that decision. I've done that, girls. If I can do this, so can you. And if you're struggling right now with, you don't know what you want to do with your life, or you don't know what the next step is, I'm always here. I just recently had a coaching call with one girl, and she was back and forth in her relationship with her partner, and she had so much fear of abandonment, and I've been there. I related to her so much, and I told her, it's a decision. Make that decision. Think about it, like take time, think things through, and then make that decision, and then don't go back. Each time you feel lonely and you feel like it's too hard, think about why you left in the first place, you know? And life can be so amazing. Take things one day at a time and make those good little decisions, you know? And also, girls, I have my course, my 21-day course on how to build your self-esteem. That's going to help you, you know, rebuild your relationship with yourself. You're going to learn how to heal yourself, how to forgive, you know. And, you know, when I took my first course with my life coach, that changed my life. The day I decided to buy that course and actually finish it, you know, you might not see a change at first because you know, the first week I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know if this is going to work, you know, but I did start seeing results with time. I noticed that I was making different decisions in my life, okay? Girls, you can be the woman you want to be. It's possible. It's a decision, okay? And yeah, I'm here for you. If you want to do a coaching call with me, leave me a message below or go to my link in my bio, you know, send me a message on there. And yeah, I'm here for you girls. And if this video helps one of you, I already feel like I've accomplished so much. I feel successful, honestly. Yeah, until I learned how to say no, my life didn't change. Like that loan that I took out, that could have prevented, you know, so much in my life. It was so hard for me because I had never had debt. I got myself into debt for someone else, you know? And now that I have learned to trust my intuition, you know, it's like I have all this peace in my heart right now. And my life is far from perfect, okay? That's how life is, right? There's always going to be things that will come up, challenges, and that we just have to work through it. You know, that's just life. And, you know, when you don't listen to yourself, when you don't respect yourself by not keeping your word, like how are people going to respect you? You know, when you say one thing and then you do another, for example, like when you just say, okay, I'm going to start going to the gym and then you never show up, that's you failing yourself. Or like when you keep going back to that relationship that is harming you, you know, that's just you not respecting yourself. And I've been there, girls. And yeah, it feels way better when you start respecting yourself, okay? And you keep your word to yourself, even if it hurts, even if it's hard, girls. So yeah, girls, I hope that this video helps you and motivates you, you know, and yeah, I hope that, yeah, you will have an amazing week and I will see you in my next video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my videos if this helps you. And yeah, that motivates me so much to keep going. So yeah, I will see you in the next video, girls.